Man, Boom Studios is in the kitchen once again, cooking up some hot heat for you guys. We're talking Power Rangers Prime #1. If you needed a good jumping off point, a starting off point, if you will, Power Rangers Prime #1 is the comic for you because this is a reboot. Yo, what are we waiting on? Roll that intro, cuz. What's going on, Geek Corner? This is your boy Earth Smack, the Mad Scientist, and welcome back to the Orange Phoenix Media Channel and another episode of Comic Book Declassified, where we talk about the most recent issues in comics, as well as past issues in comics, as well as character bios, if you ask for it. Now, do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button and that notification bell. That way you get notified on all of our content, whether it's recorded or live. But today, we're going to talk about some Power Rangers Prime #1. So let's get into it. So Power Rangers Prime #1 is written by Melissa Flores, illustrated by Michael YG. Do not want to mispronounce that last name. Colored by Fabi Marquez and lettered by Ed Dukeshire, among many others, for cover and designer, assistant editors, and editor-in-chief. Now, if you ever see these names on social media, go ahead and give them a like or a follow, because these guys and gals been cooking with Power Rangers Prime #1. It's a good jumping off point. Here's why. On page 1, it says, do we really need heroes? Humanity has tenaciously clung to the idea that good will always overcome evil. But if evil can be redefined as order progress, then what signifies good? In what kind of world? And we go over to the next page, and you see this young lady is being chased by this militia, and they're screaming, "Catcher, citizen, human occupation statute 184 requires your detention." And all of a sudden, she attempts to transform, called Samurai's Ready, Go Samurai. Now, let's keep it a bean. Now, with Samurai Rangers, we are pretty familiar with that because it is a television show as well as in the comic. But most people are more familiar with the television show. But this militia shot the morpher out of her hand, and they state she's one of them. Mission status update. The target cannot escape. Upgrade your weapons too. And before they could finish, she takes out her sword and she starts to slashing, doing all kinds of martial arts work, putting in work, only for her to escape their clutches. Now let's go over to the next page, and we see with this kid. This kid is just casually taking out the trash like normal, taking out the trash at night. I don't know what it is about people taking out the trash at nighttime. Like, that when most things happen. It's like, it's a regular trope, if you will. But in the midst of throwing out the garbage, he sees this young lady that was running away from the militia in the dumpster. And she says, "Can you help me, please?" Only for him to get confronted by this said militia. And he basically covers for her saying, "Listen, I'm just taking out the trash, dude. I haven't seen this blonde girl that y'all speak of. Can y'all leave me the piss alone so I can actually go back inside and mind my own business?" So he basically covered for her, and you see that he has a good heart. Now, go over to the next page, and you see Angel Grove University. Now, that Angel Grove University looked vastly different, technologically speaking. It almost looked alien, and it is. And you see this professor named Professor Barral, and she's actually teaching Winston Churchill. And you see Mark, which is the kid that found the young lady in the dumpster. He's one of the students at Angel Grove University. But you find out that he's not exactly human. He is a refugee. And you see that the professor is alien. She's basically Eltarian. And you see another student that's also Eltarian named June as she stood up and spoke. And she says, "Perhaps you'd like to share how you came to Earth." And he states, "I was born here." But she responds, "Well, you're Atarian, right? So what does that mean in this respect?" And they were basically residents of Earth for over 70 years. And you go over to find out why they have inhabited the Earth. Earth was invaded by the Beast Brigade of Gamma 7. The humans and never known alien contact before. They were overwhelmed, and Eltar could not just stand by. The Eltarians are the protectors of that known universe, known as Earth, was taken under our wing. and the humans welcomed us. We brought them technological advancements that would have taken them centuries to achieve on their own. It was a good thing for Earth, said June. Now she responds, told in beautifully and politically correct bullet points. But after that, Earth was really colonized. Can you imagine that? So Earth was colonized. They were saved by the Atarians because you caught between a rock and a hard place. If it wasn't for the Atarians, there will be no Earth. So it's like, well, we saved your bacon. So how about you give us Earth? We give you some technological advances. Let's work out a deal. You're no longer in charge. We pretty much got Earth under our occupation, because she says, yes, Earth is our 205th colony. They has colonized 205 planets, Earth being 205th. So she spawns, so refugee and colonizer, you took different paths and you both ended up here. Tell me, both of you, is Earth better off? Are you? And both of them respond in the opposite manner. Absolutely and absolutely not. I would say put a pin in that, because maybe they may be at odds with each other later on down the line as we further progress that story. Now, obviously, it's nothing glaring about Angel Grove University, because now you notice that aliens and humans are coexisting, and they are doing after-school activities, like they're practicing martial arts. I mean, come on, martial arts. You already know. If this Power Rangers, you're going to have some sort of martial arts practice or training or something of that sort. And they're basically, planning to be troopers. Now, June is running late. And he says something that was very suspicious. He said, I was looking into them again. And he says, not again, June. And he's like, bro, seriously. He said, they're fiction. He says, they aren't. Last night, I saw. And June gets interrupted by his mother, Admiral Janessa. And she basically tells him, this talk is dangerous. Look at the Earth we have created. It is not beautiful, protected, at peace. Your constant tardiness is a reflection on me. Don't do it again. Start running your laps. So basically she's saying, listen, quit talking that talk. Like, we're good. We're at peace. We have no issues whatsoever. And that's what it is. Now, the next panel is the very surprising panel, because this is something around the lines of fantasy booking, right? Even though we were kids in the 90s, we was watching Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, but there was another 90s team that was catching our attention, and it was on UPN, and we are talking about VR Troopers. We always wonder what would happen if VR Troopers and Mighty Morphin Power Rangers just meet head to head. What would happen, even though it's only 3 of them? And that's what's in this next panel. As it says, remember where your allegiance really lies. And it says, let's move VR Troopers. This is not just something on TV. It says, bring them to justice. Like, these are troopers that actually fighting other aliens on Earth, like the bad guys. Not like the global domination type. It's just they're doing petty crimes, and the VR Troopers is handling business as usual. So we go to Orion, which is Mark's roommate. And basically, Orion is looking after this young lady while Mark is in school. And he says, I'm pre-med. And Mark has all the finesse of a Ninja Turtle on a skateboard. Like that callback to Ninja Turtles. So this rapping wasn't our best work. I'm Orion, Mark's roommate. And she says, who is Mark? She said, let me start over. Markon is the half-Aquitian dude that rescued you from our dumpster. You were kind of passed out. He hid you from the guards. Then he had to run the class. And she says, I shouldn't be here. It is dangerous. And Orion says, listen, chill out, relax. You're safe here. Nobody knows you're here. And she says, you look human. And he said, yeah, I've been told that. It's a compliment. I'm Adrician. I came here as a refugee like 10 years ago or something. Still not a big fan of Atarian occupation. Not Earth. Earth is pretty rad. It got Froyo. So she actually kind of, take her walls down just a little bit. And she states her name is Lauren. And she says, what are you running from? Now, Mark is coming home only to see these guards show up at his residence, at Residence Hall C. And one of the guards recognized him from the night prior. And he says, listen, I saw you last night, my boy. He's like, oh, you did? He's like, yeah, where's the girl? The what? He said, we got a tip. She could be at this location. You sure you didn't see anything last night? You get one more chance to tell us the truth, only to be saved by June, saying, listen, cut my buddy some slack. Apparently these Atarians know who June is. They look at him in high regard, maybe because of his mom, and they backed off of him. And Martin says, hey man, since we were friends, he says, since I covered your ass about a blonde Power Ranger you got hiding in your apartment. Like, he knew about it. He was like, the what? He's like, yeah, start talking. So Lauren goes on this dialogue, and we get to know the origins of the Power Rangers. She says, my name is Lauren Sheba, and a long time ago, my ancestors were given a special ability. They used tools called morphers to tap into a cosmic power called the morphing grid and become the Power Rangers. For generations, my family and other Rangers with them protected Earth as best as they could, from monsters to mutants to any evil that threatened the Earth. And when the Beast Brigade came, the Power Rangers fought them too. But the threat was too big for the Power Rangers alone. That's when Eltar arrived. They saved humanity and decided to stay. Eltar colonized Earth, and they didn't like the Rangers that much. They hunted us down. They took my family. I've been running ever since, and now I don't know if there's anywhere left to run. Now, when she said that, this loud explosion shoots out from the moon, and you see this dumpster-like figure goes into the alleyway. I don't know what it is about these alleyways, only for a mysterious figure to pop out, and it states, interesting, a brand new world. After so many years, I'm free. Is this a new Rita? Because I'm digging this new Rita, but look at her fingers there. Her fingers are covered in different colors. Is this an individual that give people Power Rangers powers? Is she able to tap into the morphing grid at will to give people Power Rangers abilities? We will see. That is issue number 1. I'm gonna tell you, that is a awesome issue, man. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Now, I skipped a lot of key points in here because I want you guys to go out to your nearest comic book store to get your own personal copy of Power Rangers number 1. Rightfully deserved. Now, if they are sold out of Power Rangers Prime number 1, you can always get it on Kindle, Comixology app, and read it digitally and wait for the second printing and get it popping like that. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Now, I'm going to let you guys know the next video we are going to cover is y'all choice. It is the Geek Corner's choice. Y'all voted, I listened, and the next video we're going to cover is the first chapter of Spider-Man Revenge of the Sinister Six. Okay? Do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button and that notification bell. So until next time, y'all, peace.